you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good match for him.
Watch left. Stop right there. We got 3. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. He will find Ridley. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll be after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and the end result in a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in this spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Being chased out left.
Easy work. It's easy work.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On first down, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing again. Ryan. And Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now Ryan. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even? They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Hopkins with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what they're...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
To throw is Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the 38, Rodgers. catch made by Hopkins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from a safety position. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead is now 21-14. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they run with Gurley. Just Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Todd Gurley, 81 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, what we just saw, we've seen a lot of broken tackles, and they're leading to a huge touchdown play.
Yeah, none of them more glaring than what we just saw there, but we've seen it throughout this game, whether it's in tight, running through the line, out